Hey guys, this is a review of the second week of the Cricket World Cup, from the Australia vs West Indies game to the Australia vs Pakistan game. This video is made before New Zealand and India play each other. Enjoy. Australia vs West Indies. The game started terribly for Australia. They lost both of their openers for under 7. Khawaja, Maxwell and Stoinis all went cheaply. At one point they were 4 for 38. Carey added a handy 45. Smith went for a well-made 73, but the star of the show was Australia's fast bowler Nathan Coulter, who made 92 off 60 to get Australia to a respectable total of 288 off 49 overs, after being bowled out. Braithwaite took 3 wickets, while Thomas, Cottrell and Russell took 2, and Holder took 1. The West Indies had a lot of contributions. Shai Hope and Jason Holder completed half-centuries with 68 and 51, 40 from Pooran, 21 from Gale, 21 from Hetmeyer, 15, 16 and 19 from Russell, Braithwaite and Nurse almost saw the West Indies over the line, but they ran out of overs 15 runs short. Stark took the first fifer of the tournament. Cummins took 2 and Zampa took 1. Coulter was awarded man of the match. Pakistan vs Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, the match was abandoned without a ball being bowled, so both teams got a point. England vs Bangladesh. England started with a big partnership of 128 as Bairstow went just after making his 50. Root went for 20. Jason Roy made 153, the first 150 of the tournament, and thus the highest score so far. Butler made a quick-fire 64 before he was dismissed. Morgan made 35, then Wokes and Plunkett finished off the innings to get England to 6 for 386, the highest team total so far. Hassan and Saifuddin took 2 wickets each, and Murtaza and Mustafiza took 1 each. Bangladesh's openers both went cheaply, but their next 2 batted brilliantly. A partnership of 105 before Mushfiqur went for 44, but Shakib went on and made a century, eventually out for 121. A duck, then 2 20s followed. Bangladesh just couldn't keep up, and eventually they were bowled out for 280, 106 runs short of England's total. Stokes and Archer took 3 apiece, Wood took 2, and Plunkett and Rashid took 1 each. Not to anyone's surprise, Jason Roy was awarded man of the match. Afghanistan vs New Zealand. Afghanistan batted first, and their openers started well. They made 34 and 31. Ramat Shah went without troubling the scorers, but Hashmatullah chipped in with a conservative 59 off 99. After that, no one made over 14 runs. Afghanistan bowled out for 172 after 41.1 overs. Neesham took 5 wickets with the best figures in the tournament so far. Ferguson took 4 and de Grandum took just the 1. The run chase couldn't have started any worse for New Zealand. They lost Martin Guptill on the very first ball of the innings. Munro only made 22, but Williamson and Taylor dug in, making 79 and 48. Latham came in and made 13 to finish off Afghanistan. An easy win for New Zealand, 3 for 173 off 32.1. New Zealand became the first team to win 3 games. Aftab Alam took all 3 wickets. Australia vs India. India's openers started very well. They got to 127 when they lost Rowett for 57. Another big partnership, this time of 97 between Darwin and Kohli. Darwin made a brilliant 100. Hardik Pandya got dropped very first ball and went on to make 48 off 27. Dhoni contributed 27. Kohli eventually got out for 82. India finished with 5 for 352. Stoinis finished with 2 wickets and Cummins, Stark and Coulter ended with 1. Australia started their mammoth chase attempt reasonably well. Finch played well but got ran out in a mix-up with Warner for 36. Warner made 56 off 84, a slow innings for the circumstance. Big contributions from Smith with 69, but Australia always looked behind the run rate, but not out of the game. Khawaja added a handy 42 and Maxwell 28, before the required run rate was too high and forced him to play some rash shots. Alex Carey made the fastest 50 of the tournament so far, eventually out for 55. Australia just couldn't keep up, and in the end they were bowled out on the last ball of the innings for 316, 36 runs short. Bhuvaneshwar and Bumrah took 3 wickets each, and Chahal took 2. Shikhar Dhawan received the Man of the Match award. South Africa vs West Indies. Only 7.3 overs were bowled before rain prevented any further participation in the match. South Africa were 2 for 29, Both wickets were taken by Cottrell, and de Kock had the most runs with 17. The match had no result, so both teams got 1 point each. Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka. The match was abandoned without a ball being bowled due to rain, so both teams got a point. Australia versus Pakistan. Australia started very well. They reached 146 before Finch went for 82. Smith went and Maxwell went after striking 20 from 10 balls. Warner got to 3 figures representing Australia for the first time since before his ban, in only his 4th innings. Australia collapsed with only one person in the 5th to 11th position making over 20. Eventually bowled out for 307. Very short of where they should have ended up. Amir was outstanding, taking 5 for 30, the best figures of the World Cup so far. Shaheen took 2 and Hassan, Wahab and Hafiz took 1 each. Australia started well. They got Fakhar Zaman out without scoring. Imam and Bubba combined for a 50 partnership. They were smashing the bowlers everywhere before Bubba went for 30. Imam and Hafiz put on 80, but Imam went for 53. Hafiz eventually went for 46. Sarfraz contributed, making 40 before a brilliant run out from Maxwell. 32 and 45 from Hassan Ali and Wahab Riaz had Australia on edge for a while, but eventually they managed to bowl out Pakistan for 266. A 41-run win. Pat Cummins took the most wickets with 3. Richardson and Stark took 2 each, and Coulter-Nile and Finch took 1 each. David Warner was given the honour of the Man of the Match award. New Zealand and Australia are equal on top of the ladder, but Australia has played one more game than them. England, India and Sri Lanka all have 2 points, but India has played 2. England 3 and Sri Lanka 4. Sri Lanka has had 2 rained-out games, so they've only won 1 game. Shakib Al Hassan is the leading run scorer, just in front of David Warner. Roy is the only other person with over 200 runs. After his fifer in the last match, Mohammad Amir is the leading wicket-taker in the tournament. Pat Cummins and Mitchell Starc have both got 9 also after that last match. 3 New Zealand quicks follow up with 8, 7 and 6 wickets.